Breaking news in the Bronx. This is Bronx Fan Central.
A new piece of information about the New York Yankees just dropped, and it could change a lot of things for this season. And today's news involves a name you might not expect to see in the Bronx pinstripes. The Yankees went after a seasoned veteran, someone who has played years in the league, and now arrives with a clear mission: to prove he still has a lot to offer. We are talking about Randal Grichuk, and the story behind this signing is more interesting than it seems at first glance. The New York Yankees spent the entire winter looking for a reliable right-handed hitter. After evaluating several options on the market, the Bronx franchise made a decision that surprised a lot of people. They signed Randal Grichuk, a longtime veteran most fans know very well as an opponent, especially from the years he played for the Toronto Blue Jays, and became the kind of player you hate to face. Grichuk signed a minor league contract, which means he still needs to earn his spot on the main roster. Nothing is guaranteed, but the Yankees saw something in this player that justified the gamble, and it is worth understanding what that was. Last season, in 2025, his numbers on the baseball card were bad. There is no sugarcoating it: an 82 WRC+ and a -0.4 WAR according to Fangraphs. These are numbers that, in theory, do not excite anyone. But this is where the most interesting part of this story begins, because the numbers on the surface do not always tell you everything about a player. What caught the attention of the Yankees analysts was exactly what lies beneath these traditional statistics, and that is where the story starts to get more interesting. When you dive deep into Grichuk's advanced metrics on Baseball Savant, the scenario changes quite a bit. In 2025, he posted an expected batting average of .259 and an XSLG of .457. These numbers indicate that, in theory, he should have had better results than the ones that showed up at the end of the season. In other words, he hit the ball with quality, but luck was not on his side. And there is more. His average exit velocity was 92.4 miles per hour. His hard hit rate sat at 49.5%, and his barrel rate at 11.7%. His bat speed also held up, averaging 73.9 miles per hour. These are numbers showing that his physical conditioning is intact, and his swing is still dangerous. Grichuk himself talked about this during spring training. He said he felt he hit the ball hard all season, and that his underlying numbers were the same or even better than those from 2024. To him, 2025 was a frustrating year because of little details out of his control, not because he lost the ability to play at a high level. The Yankees know the risk of betting on veterans based on advanced metrics very well. The franchise lived through that with Josh Donaldson, who arrived in the Bronx after a great season and could not maintain his level of play. But Grichuk is a different profile, and the gamble here seems calculated. Now, fan, let me ask you a direct question. Do you believe Grichuk can surprise us in 2026? Because look, I know that when you see an 82 WRC+ and a negative WAR, your first reaction is skepticism. It makes total sense. You follow the Yankees closely, you know what this franchise needs, and you do not want to see a roster spot wasted on someone who will not add value. But think with me. The Yankees did not sign this guy to a guaranteed major league contract. He is going to have to earn his spot in spring training, show that he is in shape, and prove that those advanced metrics translate into real results. And if he gets unlucky again, he is out. Simple as that. What it looks like to me is that the Yankees are taking a smart, low-risk chance on a player who can surprise people. If it works out, the franchise just gained an experienced right-handed hitter at a very low cost. If it does not, the damage is minimal. If you like following New York Yankees news, go ahead and leave a like, because it really helps the content reach more fans. To be honest with you guys, I like this move. And look, it is not because Grichuk is a flashy name or because I think he is going to be the major standout of the season. It is because this is exactly the kind of gamble that makes sense for a team that already has its main roster well put together. The Yankees are not relying on Grichuk to win the World Series. He is a depth piece, a veteran who knows the game, who has already hit over 150 home runs in his career, and who arrives hungry to prove that 2025 was an anomaly. That has value. And what caught my attention was his reaction when he found out he was going to be a Yankee. He called his dad, and his dad said he never imagined his son would wear the Bronx pinstripes. Grichuk replied that the pinstripes just hit different, that when he goes to New York, he feels the lights are a little brighter. This is a guy who arrives motivated, and motivation counts. I am rooting for him to win the spot and show the best of what he has. The Bronx deserves to see this player again, this time on the right side of the field. So, summarizing everything we saw today, the Yankees took a gamble on Randal Grichuk with a minor league contract, looking for an experienced right-handed hitter who went through a tough season in 2025, but who has advanced metrics that justify the bet. The risk is low, the potential is real, and now we just have to wait and see if he will earn a spot in spring training and show that he still has what it takes to play at a high level in the Bronx. Yankees fan, turn on the notification bell because whenever new news comes out, we bring it right here on the channel.